So the MLB The Show developer stream was today. In the stream, they talked about Road to the Show, they talked about franchise mode, they talked about minor league rosters. I pretty much already covered everything you need to know about the minor league rosters, as well as the new prospect cards with those minor league rosters coming into Diamond Dynasty. That is in the video previous to this one, so make sure to go check that out. But in this video, we're going to be talking about franchise mode, the new additions to the mode this year, whether or not they're actually good or worth it. And I'm curious to get your guys' opinions too, because I am not a franchise player. I'm mainly a Diamond Dynasty guy, but I know there are a lot of people out there who have been asking for franchise adjustments, franchise improvements, and I'm curious to see if what they added is what you're looking for. So if you're new here and you want to be up to date with the latest news and information for MLB The Show 20, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm covering all the news as it comes out. This is most definitely the place to be. Without further ado, let's talk about franchise mode. So the first thing to look at with the franchise mode stream is to actually look at the title and the description of the stream itself. If you take a look at the developer live stream calendar, over on this day it says rebrand your team in franchise mode, and then in the actual description it says franchise lets you change your team name, location, and logos. So right there, a lot of people were really excited going into this stream. The idea of relocating, rebranding, all that type of stuff was really a welcome addition that a lot of people were excited for. But after this stream and after seeing the feature actually in use and in the gameplay, I'm not too sure that the same excitement level is there. I think you guys will see what I mean after I let this clip play. And like I said, I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on it, so let me know down in the comments. But I'm going to go ahead and let the clip play in full. They're going to talk about this new feature in franchise mode, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on it.
This is franchise mode. As we mentioned earlier with the minor league rosters, really excited about that. You obviously get those minor league rosters day one for your franchise, so you guys are going to really love that, you franchise players out there. So the first way you customize your team in franchise mode is in the off season. You can do it during the first off season phase. You can go down here and you can select to rebrand your team. So we're going to do that. I'm playing with the Phillies right now. As you rebrand your team, you'll see something similar to the Diamond Dynasty layout. Just want to say that these guys who worked on this feature did an incredible job. They really brought everything that was available in Diamond Dynasty over to here with a little additional, which was really, really awesome. They worked really hard on this. So first thing you can do is go in here, customize your team details. Obviously your three main colors. You can do your audio, location, names, and this is of course for those not familiar with DD. When you select these names here, you can actually hear in commentary and in the front end them respond to your team name with those options. So if you just back out here, I'm going to show you some other stuff. We integrated the logo vault from the Diamond Dynasty and from the front end that you guys all know and love. Let's take a look at that. So you can just jump right in here, grab some logos that you like. If you don't want to create your own, download them, and then import them directly to your team if you'd like. There's obviously tons and tons of logos on here. I'm not going to go through all of them. You guys are familiar with the logo creator. If you're not, you can come in here. There's tons of different shapes and options you can do to create, color, everything. You can basically create whatever you'd like.
Or if you can't create, because I can't draw worth anything, there are some great people in the community who've done a wonderful job of creating custom logos for people.
Yeah, there's people, again, if you go to the Vault, you download it. If you don't want to create one, you can come right here. You can load one, and you can import one directly through here. So it saves a lot of time, and there's some great content out there that our community is uploading all the time. On that note, I believe it was about a week ago, we sent out the note that everybody who had logos in last year's game, if they uploaded it by the deadline, which I believe was the 7th, we're going to transfer those logos into next year's game. So you guys will be able to have logos immediately from last year's game as you come in here in your
Day
franchise.
one should be hundreds of logos in the vault for everybody.
Tons of logos.
For those of you that don't want to go into the other and create.
Correct. Last part, I would say, not last part, sorry here. So you can go to your, of course, you can go to your uniforms, and everything that we have in DD, one-to-one transfer here, so you can customize from your cap all the way to your cleats, everything from pinstripes to buttons on your jersey, all of that stuff. Tons of pages, tons of customization options. for you to go in there for your home and away jerseys.
All right, so I know I said I would let the clip play in full, and it's not over yet, but I just kind of wanted to cut it here and give you guys some thoughts. So far, everything that they're talking about is great. You know, they pretty much just took what they had in Diamond Dynasty with the logo creator and the jersey creator and threw that into franchise, which is fine. It's kind of what I expected as far as a customization suite for this type of stuff. So everything up to this point, I think, is fine. I mean, this is how you're going to customize your team. I'm down with it. The next part is when it starts to get a little shaky for me.
The last part of it here is what we're calling the relocation, basically selecting your new stadium. So for this year, what we have is you have 60 stadiums to choose from that you guys all know and like, from the classic stadiums to the 30 MLB stadiums, spring training stadiums.
And the minor league stadiums.
And the minor league stadiums, thank you. As well as you see over there, Texas new stadium. We can confirm.
Don't go over there.
It's in the game. I'm not going to show it because I will get in trouble, but I can say it's in the game.
Yeah, so for me, the stadium stuff is really what doesn't make this feature all that appealing to me. Now, I just want to go on the record and say I did not expect Stadium Creator to be in this game this year. That is a feature that has been requested by so many people for so long. They know how much of a requested feature it is. If that was going to be in the game, that would have probably its own highlighted stream. I mean, they had a whole highlighted section for the batting stance creator back in MLB 18. But just because we're not getting the Stadium Creator is not the reason why I'm not really that down with this. Number one, if you're relocating and you're gonna go to another city and you can choose any of the 30 original Major League ballparks, like, they have their logo everywhere on there. Like, ballparks are customized to the franchise that plays there. Like, if I'm relocating, I'm not gonna choose the Angels Stadium where they have the, you know, the giant A over in left field and then they have the halo over in right. I'm not gonna choose Yankee Stadium with, what is it, Monument Park over there in center field. I think Daddy Dimmu TV hit the nail on the head with his tweet right here. Not to be negative, but I don't know how you do relocation of a franchise and there aren't like 5 new MLB-esque stadiums to choose for your franchise. I didn't expect a stadium builder, but 5 or so new stadiums I did. Like a city stadium, a suburbs, maybe a random dome, maybe one by the water. I don't know, just like some basic stadium layouts that you could then customize with your colors, maybe throw your own logos on there. Like, we don't need to be customizing the dimensions of the fences and, you know, the gaps and everything like that. Just let us put our own flair on the stadium if it's going to be considered our own if we're relocating a franchise. Now, I'm really not trying to be like completely negative right here, because I think the fact that they even have this, I guess you call it rebranding in the game for franchise mode, is already an improvement from last year. I mean, last year they didn't do anything. But if you think about it, all they did is just take the feature that was already in Diamond Dynasty, add it to franchise, and then consider it a full new rebranding feature. Not to mention, on top of that, there weren't any other big changes they talked about. I know some things people have wanted to see. Reminder, I'm not a franchise player, so I don't know all the little, you know, small things that people have been asking for, but things I heard were like rotating interleague schedules, international signing period, stuff like that. Like, all these features that have been asked for a very long time are still absent, and I don't think this relocation stuff makes up for it. So yeah, I mean, like, for me, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, I think it's good that they're making steps towards adding more stuff, but at the end of the day, I really don't think this relocation feature works if you're forced to play in like an existing stadium. And I know there's the minor league stadiums and stuff, but they're minor league stadiums, man. You want to have the experience of building a franchise and starting something fresh with a new stadium, and you've got to play somewhere where there's barely any seats in the outfield. Like, I don't know, man. That's just, I don't really think that works for a franchise relocation feature. It's just, I think there's got to be more there. And I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just being too negative here. Maybe I have too much of a glass half empty mentality. But when you look at what was added to franchise mode last year, with the key addition being contract extensions, like, that's not something that's going to get people excited about franchise mode. It's like, at this point, it feels like, dude, if you're not going to do anything to franchise mode, why is it even there? You don't even have online franchise. If you have online franchise, I think people are a little bit more okay with maybe a lack of features being added to the core mode, as long as you're able to, you know, play with your friends and make your own stories there. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't really play a lot of franchise. This doesn't really apply all that much to me. I just feel bad for the people that look forward to this mode every single year to start new stories and to start new journeys with different teams. I really wish there was more to franchise than what we're getting this year. So down in the comments, comments. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this feature? Are you okay with them taking a little bit of a step forward with the relocation stuff, or do you think they should have waited until the feature was fully ready with stadiums and things along those lines? Let me know all your thoughts on that stuff down in the comments, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video regardless. If you did, make sure to drop a thumbs up on it. Remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be bringing you guys all the MLB The Show news and information as it comes out. This is definitely the place to be for that stuff, so feel free to stick around. Remember to go ahead and check out the video I posted earlier if you want to know everything there is to know about the minor league rosters and the new prospect cards in Diamond Dynasty. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.